sort of small, medium, large business, just different businesses. Have you taken sort of soundings from them as to how what has happened or is about to happen, because we've just started the 21 days, how that is likely to impact on them? What's your sense of that?
Yeah, not to create panic, but the worst is yet to come for the economy. Sinja will be able to explain more on that.
Sure.
But from our stakeholders, calls are coming. It has already hit the tourists directly right now, as I speak. Most hotels are closed right now.
Yeah.
Flights are all leaving. I think the few flights are even coming to the country by end of the weekend.
The ones that are coming in are actually coming in just to repatriate people, because we made some inquiries today. Yes.
And so basically, as a director and as a stakeholder also, all my businesses are affected.
Sure.
Mostly the agro businesses also. Since Gambia, we have a very small portion of agro sector.
True.
Today I was on the call with a partner and a supplier in Belgium, and he's telling me the Belgian government now are focused on agro businesses.
Right.
For the short term, they think shortage of food is coming, so they are turning their focus to the local agro businesses. Sure. So it brings us back to our constant debate with the government. Farmers, agriculture, industrialization.
Particularly when you think about how many people are involved in farming in this country.
Vegetable sellers on the street. It's a daily thing they do.
Sure.
They do it every week. They sell to the market. If quarantine happened and 1 week, 2 weeks, what's going to happen to farms? And we all know the struggles they have been going through to get. So the worst is yet to come.
Okay.
But together,
it's a scary when we come back after this break. But before we go to the commercial break, it's 441,950 so far, and I said I wanted us to hit that 500,000. We haven't quite made it yet, but we'll take a short commercial break, and when we come back, I'll be discussing with Nyang Njai whether really the worst is yet to come. A scary thought, but we have to be honest and open with people. Now, we talked about transparency in terms of the money, well, also transparency in the conversation here. So we'll take a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we'll continue the conversation, and we hope you will continue to pledge. So just because there's a commercial break doesn't mean you can stop pledging. Make a note of the number, and then even during the break, you can pledge. But we'll go for a quick break and join us in a few minutes or so.
You must have heard about a new viral disease called COVID-19, or most popularly, coronavirus. The World Health Organization has declared the coronavirus who have contracted it.
I'm afraid that's not true as well. Bro, hale, munna ko am?
Boy, they gonna swami COVID-19. You will know.
No. How would you know, my friend? COVID-19 causes a wide range of symptoms, which might resemble those of other respiratory illnesses. Plus, it takes about 14 days before the symptoms start showing, so it would be very hard to know if you had it.
Because I heard garlic can prevent it.
Garlic is good for you, but whether it prevents the disease or not hasn't been confirmed yet.
Bro, hey, must be munula prevent from having the disease, okay? Bulna sabova. But with that said, the mask should be worn by infected people so it can cover their coughs and sneezes. It can also be worn by people taking care of and coming in close proximity with someone who's infected.
We are safe in the Gambia because they gonna heat can kill the virus. They can be more the fatanga rek.
Sister, uyuma, ken hamangun ndax tangay bi dina rey virus bi wala dedet. Right now it's too early to tell if the heat kills it because studies are just on the way. Lidar lañ aar suñ bopa rek.
To keep the body in good health is a duty, and as Gambians, we know a healthy life is important to us as a country. Let us keep it that way. Please share this message with your friends and loved ones. May God continue to bless us.
Do not be scared. Just take care.
This message was brought to you by Spike Media and XT Expression.
Welcome back, and thanks for staying with us, or if you just joined, thanks for joining us. What are we talking about? We're talking about businesses against COVID-19. And I have to say this, Gambia and Gambians, you are making me so proud today. In fact, so proud, by the end of this week, I might even apply for Gambian citizenship. Now there's a thought. $454,000, and that's what we want to see. Yes, it says businesses against COVID-19, but actually what has really pleased me are the number of people who aren't businesses, they're ordinary Gambians, people like you and I, who feel that they need to contribute to this national effort. Because as we said, yes, business is getting involved, and business came up with the idea for what we're doing tonight, but it is everybody's business. And I think by the pledges, you're proving that point, that it's not just an empty statement that I'm making. Really, really proud, and you're making us proud, and we're really, really pleased. Keep it going, and the number will keep changing on the screen. Now, just before the break there, Bajara had me really worried. He said the worst is yet to come. Is the worst yet to come?
Well, definitely. We're yet to even see the trough of what's happening, because generally economics, being a behavioral science, has what you call a lag effect. When things happen, it takes a while for the stimuli to really be impacted. So what have we seen right now? We have seen the shocks of COVID-19 and our behavioral response to COVID-19. Sure. The next phase is the structural misalignment that's going to happen in the economy. And that structural misalignment is production going down, productivity going down, income levels going down, tax receipts going down, thereby Gambia entering into a recession. Sure. And whether we like it or not, if we take the most liberal economic model and do a regression analysis based on what's happening right now, I can safely tell you that Q3, quarter 3 in the Gambia is going to be a bad quarter, for the simple reason it's already the height of the dry season. Sure. It's already the lowest peak of the tourist season, which has ended much earlier than it should have. So the worst is yet to come. But now what we need as a country is to create shock absorbers.
Sure.
To make sure that we will have a soft landing, albeit a landing that will only give us bruises rather than giving us permanent scars.
Sure.
So that's what we're hoping, and the economic planners at the Ministry of Finance must be busy at work right now trying to find mitigating circumstances to make sure that the economy at least have a soft landing, or a landing that is not too hard, to make sure that we can rebound. And it's that rebound we expect in Q4, quarter four, and early next year that we can begin to have a turnaround.
Sure.
But it's going to get worse before it gets better.
Well, let's hope it does get better. And just before the break there, we were saying that many of you were pledging. Babuka Jaju, 75,000. Kausu Sisao, 150. Sadibu Baro, 300. Yakuba Drame, 3,000. Guy Construction, 300,000. And more. We will read out some of these as we go along the night. And what we can say is, and I was saying that, and I meant it, people are making me really proud, and I'm just absolutely buzzing right now because people are calling in, and they're not just leaving it to big business or to businesses. Ordinary men and women, and even one who sounded like a child called in. And so please keep those calls coming. And 5050505, I'll say it slower, 5050505, or 222 8,000, 222 8,000, and if you look on the screen, you can see the amount that has been pledged so far, 456,000. Beg your pardon. Now, you scared me by talking about the worst is yet to come, but as I said before we went for the break, I think you were only being realistic. We don't want to sugarcoat anything, and there's a reason why we're trying to hit high numbers, because the impact that is likely to be is actually likely to be very, very serious. And in fact, again, in the office today, we had a discussion, and somebody said, this has come at the very worst time. It's come in the middle of a month. And many people, by the time they get to the middle of the month, they're running out of money. But I have to ask this question. There's been some talk of some businesses giving people a pay advance so that they can stock up. Now, is this actually fueling the sort of thing that we saying we want to get away from, which is, you know, people kind of panic buying and bulk buying? And are you aware of it, whether any of the businesses that belong to the chamber have told you that they have done this, given pay advances in the middle of the month so that people can stock up?
Yes, businesses are calling. They are concerned because their staffs need some upfront payment to stock up. We're telling them, don't be panic.
Sure.
This panic is going to cause chaos.
Sure.
And these businesses, the same businesses, have loans to pay. They have government taxes that are on their head that they have to. So they are facing problem. Sure. So they are not there to. They can't really save the staffs. And if this, some companies are even shutting down, and those staffs are laid off.
They're being laid off. Yeah.
So yet to come. All close down right now.
Sure.
They're going to lose taxes. And yeah.
Sorry, I think we have a caller. I think I heard a caller. Caller, can you hear me?
Hello.
Yes, we can. Yes, hello, and welcome to the show. And can we have your name, please?
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
Pardon? Yes, and can we have your name, please?
Okay. No, please, my name is Mr. Noe, please.
You don't want to mention your name, but can you tell us how much you're pledging? You don't want to mention it on air, but can you tell us how much you're pledging? Are you able to tell us? Can you hear me clearly?
500.
500?
Thank you so much.
Thank you for that. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. And as we're saying, we're not just leaving it to big business. If you want to pledge, there are some folks who pledge 150, 300 and so on. Keep pledging and keep calling those numbers, 5050505, 222 8000, and keep the pledges coming in. I'll just read out some more names of some of the people who've pledged. We have Ismaila Jawo of Tanje, Jamal Jallo of Coastal Road, who pledged. So Ismaila was 1,000, Jamal Jallo was 2,000. DOC 2020, we heard Pamodu, actually he came through, 5,000. Value Pharmacy, Mr. Gay, 1,000. 10,000, I beg his pardon, 10,000. And Aliou Cisse of Brikama, he pledged 1,000. And Abdul Karim Demba, he pledged 2,000. And Asan Chow, he pledged 10,000. So please keep those calls coming through. And as you can see, varying numbers and varying amounts that are being pledged. So let's move away from the worst is yet to come, not because I don't want people to be scared, but again, you gave us a very good sort of the kind of socio-economic impact of something like this. So let me give you the kind of scenario whereby you know, people see something like this go on for longer than 21 days. Say it went to 42 or more. What sort of scenario would you see that might reveal itself in the society because of you know, people stop working for 21 days? It might really pinch them, but 42 days would be really horrendous. But what would you see the kind of breakdown that could be?
The effect is not the time it takes before we go back to work, 21 days or not. Mm-hmm. The effect is the corrective action that the economy is going to take to adjust itself. Mm-hmm. See, markets need to clear, markets adjust themselves, and markets rectify themselves. Okay. So what has happened as an impact of COVID-19 is now on autopilot based on the market. Sure. And the market is having aggregators based on our behaviors and based on policies that the government is going to put. And lastly, based on the confidence that people have in the system. Sure. And that confidence is the currency that's going to bail us out or sink us further in. Mm-hmm. And that currency is underwritten by the state. So right now, what the government of the Gambia needs to do is that there is a storm, we need to weather it. And if I were in the shoes of the government, the first thing I will do is to revisit my budget and see where I can slash, cut, or defer. Doing that sends signal to the private sector that the government is taking the right prescriptive measures. Cool. That being the case, it may send a positive signal for the private sector to go and borrow and invest to jumpstart a crippling economy, to jumpstart an economy that is uncertain about its future. So the direction that government is going to steer this economy will pretty much determine what type of a rebound the Gambia will have, especially in the area of tourism, because the Gambian economy is service sector led. Sure. And tourism is probably one of the biggest drivers. And our tourism is driven by external operators called tour operators. Sure. They don't love a destination, but they love a return that they get out of a destination. So right now, Market Gambia is closed, but those same tour operators are sending their businesses to other places. So now we need to find a way to court them, to make sure they come back. Sure. And that's why government needs to really play its cards and play it right to make sure that they help the private sector to rebound and have another lease on life.
Sure. Now, I think one of the things there that Nyang mentioned was about the direction that government might take us forward in the future based on what has happened now. For yourself and for the GCCI, you mentioned that as a result of this, you had meetings with the government. Going forward, would one of the things you would like to see established be a sort of regular, I don't know, a committee of some sort where you and the government meet to actually plan all these kind of scenarios, map them out, you know, do a kind of computer simulation of what could happen if something happens, based because what's happened with Ebola and what has happened now. Is that something you would like to see?
Yes. The government can't do this alone. We have just showed that by providing this platform. We can't do it without the government. They are the policy makers. You can't help us if you don't know our problem. And I think that's the Gambian government's problem. I personally have met a couple of ministers, and they will always tell me that we are doing this for you guys. I'll ask them a question. Do you know my problem?
Have you ever asked me my problem? Quite.
You know, business people need to engage us. We have intelligent people like Mr. Njai. We have others out there. Engage us. Let's sit. We, as the Chamber of Commerce, we are the biggest directory in this country.
Yeah.
We have more information when it comes to business, more than the government. The government needs to come to us. We are always banging it on their doors. Even if we invite the government, they will send a junior officer who will have to report to the senior officer. And the chain of command will, at some point will break.
Yeah.
So it always happens. The chamber has rigorously over and over again tried to talk to these ministers.
Sure.
And this is personal, this is not from the chamber. So don't quote me wrong.
Well, I will not only agree with what you've
Sure,
said.
please.
At the eve of 2016 coming into 2017, we said the new Gambia is open for business.
Yeah.
The Gambia government, in collaboration with the chamber, set up what you call the National Business Council.
Yeah.
But it's a failure, I'm sorry to say, the failure in the sense that it needs commitment. The commitment it needs is from the highest authorities in this country.
Well, is this kind
Not
of a
proxy.
wake-up call? Is this a wake-up call for that?
It's a wake-up call
Yeah.
that the National Business Council need to be looked at, and the government need to take it seriously so that...
We have another caller.
Okay, we'll go.
Please, caller. Can we have your name, please, and how much you're willing to pledge?
Hello?
Yes, hello, and welcome to the program.
My name is Omar Chow.
Omar Jam
Yes, from Sukuta.
from Sukuta. Omar, thank you for calling in. And how much do you want to pledge?
$5,000.
$5,000. Fantastic.
Thank you, Omar.
Fantastic. Omar, thank you so much, and thank you for calling in. And is there anything else you'd like to say?
Yes, I would like to say we pray for the virus to secure us.
Can you speak a bit louder?
I said I want to pray for all the countries because of the virus spreading out.
Amen.
Amen. Amen.
Amen.
Okay, thank you, and thank you for that pledge. That was Omar Chow pledging $5,000. Keep it coming, keep it coming. I still haven't hit my $500,000 that I was hoping to hit, but keep those calls coming. 5050505, 222-8000 are the numbers to call, and please. And
tonight is a family affair, the family of Gambians.
Sure.
And the family of Gambians have shown that you hit one, you hit all. COVID has hit on one, but it has affected all of us, and we're coming out in our numbers to really combat COVID. But back to the issue of the Business Council. The Business Council can be a portal that's used properly and effectively to champion the cause of business, and also make sure that government policy towards the private sector is driven, led, and managed with this interface called the Business Council, where the chief commander-in-chief, the president of the republic,
do we have
is
a
the
caller?
head.
Do we have a caller on the line? No. Halimas Job, I think, was on the line. No. 10 million? Did you say 10 or 1 million? I didn't hear clearly. 1 million. $1 million is there. And there you can see that's reflected on the screen from Halimas Job,
Atlas.
Managing Director of Atlas. Managing Director of Atlas. $1 million. So that's busted my $500,000 that I was thinking for. Great, great stuff. So I hope that inspires many, many more. Halimas Job, Managing Director of Atlas, $1 million. That really fantastic. Thank you so much for calling in. And thank you for that pledge. Really, really thrilled. And again, as I said, every time I stop you in mid-flow, it's for a good reason. And I think that is one of a very, very good reason.
Absolutely.
In fact, a million good reasons. So thank you so much for that.
Yeah.
And yes.
I mean, if we all remember, Boris Johnson came to Gambia, wore a Gambia Has Decided T-shirt, endorsed Gambia. Recently, they were having, basically an investment forum in England. And Gambian private sector was in there. The government of the Gambia was in there.
I know.
And these are things that's leaving us at the back burner. And that's why the National Business Council need not only be revived, but have the impetus and the energy of the commander-in-chief, the president, to be at the driver's seat, because it's business that makes a country prosperous. It's not government policy. Government policy creates the environment, and businesses creates the wealth. And it's wealth that brings in prosperity. And the only way it can happen if we understand the power of the private sector and what the private sector needs to exponentially grow this economy.
Sure. Not to cut you,
Yeah,
Mr.
no,
Yan.
but please come in. Yeah.
Yes, in most African countries, because I wouldn't use Western countries to compare with Gambia. Most West African countries, you travel on. I've visited a lot of trade fairs and shows, and you meet other counterparts from Senegal. You ask them, why are you here? How come you're here? And then they're there with the ministers or with the DPS, or they make sure they go with somebody experienced in the department.
Sure.
If it's about agro, you go with the most agro experienced people along with you.
We have a caller on the line. Caller, can we have your name, please? And can you turn the TV down? Can you turn your television down, please? And then just listen to the telephone. Can you turn the television down? Caller, can we have your name, please, and how much you would like to pledge? Hello, can you hear me, caller?
Alaikum salam.
Alaikum salam.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
Assalamu alaikum.
Maalaikum salam.
Na ngeen def nag.
Jaawara kay.
di ko di gërëm di sant rek. ma ne ko di kontaan ci yéen.
Jërëjëf.
di leen bëggee.
Jërëjëf.
Can you tell us?
ma doon wax mooy affaire yi plate yi.
Okay.
Yes.
affaire plate yi naka ni ko war a defee mooy GSM company si yëpp. dañ ci war a bokk.
And how much are you pledging?
li ci war a bokkee mooy affaire yi naka la tudd pour plate yi kenn ku nekk soo dugalee moom soo dugalee crédit ñu génnee fa $5 yi.
waaw li nga wax am na solo waaye nit ñi tamit foog ñu nekk ne neex na leen pour ñu def loolu waaye xalaat bu rafet la te dinañ ci waxtaan ñu seet ndax nit ñi ànd nañ ci.
Yes, caller.
jërëjëf jërëjëf dinañ ci waxtaan.
I didn't hear. How much did you pledge?
Inshallah.
jërëjëf. da nga bugg a pledge.
ñëpp d'accord si.
da nga bugg a pledge.
ñëpp d'accord si ñu mun na def loolu. because of affaire yi ñëpp la dee sonal. nga ñi ci kaw yëpp ak ñi ci suuf ñëpp la dee.
Basically, he's saying that we need to approach the GSM operators, that whenever people do a recharge, we take $5 out of it. I said that needs consensus.
$10,000. Senutala Juf, $10,000.
Yeah.
Usenutala, $10,000. Usenutala, $10,000. And also I have Mr. Jang of Ratikunda, 500. Mariam Abba, 5,000. Musabi Mbalo, 1,000. Lamin Mane, 1,000 so far. So yes, keep it coming, keep it coming. Yes.
Well, the gentleman came up with a good idea, but the idea needs consensus because he wants part of your recharge to go to such a fund. Noble idea, but we need willing partners on the other end.
Okay, and we have another caller. Caller, can we have your name, please, and how much you're willing to pledge?
Hello.
Hello, and welcome to the program.
My name is Fatel. It's like $1,000.
Sorry, could you say that again?
Sam.
Could you say that again, please? I didn't quite catch.
$1,000.
$1,000. Fat?
Yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you for calling. And is there anything else you'd like to say?
No, thank you.
Okay, thank you. We really appreciate that. Thank you for calling. 5050505. 222-8000, and you can see the amount on the screen so far, 1,475,000, 1 million, I beg your pardon, 1 million, 1,475,000, because I was really excited at having busted my $500,000. I was saying, come on, let's hit that figure. And just also Victor from Coastal Road, 2,000, Gatch Company, 20,000, Memuna Willan, 1,000, Yamunda Sar, 1,000, Suleiman Kamara, 1,000. These are some of the people, some of them, not all, some of the people who have pledged tonight. And so keep those pledges coming, and we really, really appreciate what you're doing. And I honestly mean this. I'm so proud of what Gambians are doing ordinary Gambians. It's not, we're not talking about millionaires and so on. So, you know, the common man and woman, because they know how this is going to impact their fellow Gambians, and they're rising to the occasion, which is what we wanted to see, what we wanted to hear. So thanks for that.
Yeah, well, I think we're also imploring the giants of industries, the titans of industries at the personal level.
Sure.
We have seen Jack Ma, what he has done for Africa, and he's not an African.
Amazing. Yeah.
He's buying each country 20,000 test kits.
Yeah, quite.
He's buying face masks and other supplies.
Yeah.
Ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country.
Sure.
Country has given a lot to many a proud Gambian.
Indeed.
And it's high time that country is now asking, especially the poor and the vulnerable, that we need to help to make sure that we have a cushion for what's happening.
And we have another caller on the line. Caller, can we have your name, please, and how much you're willing to pledge tonight? Caller, can you hear me? Can you hear me? I love this about live shows. Caller, can you hear me?
Hello?
I think the caller's gone. We'll try again, but please don't give up. If for some reason the call dropped, please try again. And what I also like to comment is the fact that all of you who have called in, you've given us your contact details. If you're watching on another platform, I don't know, it could be Facebook or something, give us a way that we can contact you if you're not able to pledge today, but you'd like to do so next week or the week after, be it your telephone or your email. Contact us, leave us some way in which we can contact you and keep you informed, because as I say, we want this to be transparent, and whatever happens tonight, we want all of those who have pledged and their friends and family to also know that this is what has happened, this is how much has been raised, and this is where the money is going. We want to be completely above board and transparent. And so, as I said, when we interrupt each other, it's for a good reason, and it's usually because somebody wants to pledge, and that's exactly the case. But unfortunately, that caller dropped.
Well,
so
that's
please.
why we're here, and basically at the end of the day, we want to see these numbers
go up and up.
Go up and go up in a very exponential way.
Sure.
And we are invoking the conscience of the haves in the Gambia. When I say haves, the people who are more fortunate than the less fortunate. And what we have seen so far is the average everyday Gambian playing their role in national development, playing their role in community service, playing their role in putting together the fabric we call the Gambia.
Indeed, indeed.
So there are people who can come out and even do more because Gambia has given them more
something
than
so
they
need
have
to
put
give
in.
back. Sure.
Exactly.
So please keep giving and keep engaging with us on across all social media platforms. QTV, we're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, as well as, of course, those of you who are watching through the television. And also don't forget iAfrica, Kerfatu, Paradise, GRTS. All of them are connected online, and all of them are taking this program. And so please, this is from QTV, and all of our colleagues and friends in the media are all part of this. And why? Because this is not about one business or another. This is about Gambia. It's about all Gambians, and that's why we've got to come for. We have a call on the line. Caller, can we have your name, please, and how much you're willing to pledge? That's just gone. Caller has just dropped. But please try again. I keep saying this. If you call for any reason and the call drops, don't give up and do not despair. Please call again, because obviously there was a reason why you were trying to get through. So keep trying and keep calling. And if I can come back to you, I think you wanted to intervene.
I was just saying, it's not business against COVID-19. And COVID-19, you're in trouble because it's Gambians against COVID-19.
Absolutely.
Like you just said, the normal Gambians are the ones calling right now.
Indeed.
Our diaspora brothers and sisters, we know you are trying somehow.
And I think one of those, our Gambian, what have you said, ordinary Gambians are calling. We have a call on the line, I think. Bang on cue. Caller, can you hear me?
Hello.
Hello.
Jamarek.
Naka guddi gi.
Alhamdulillah.
Suleiman Diop.
Jërëjëf Diop.
Suleiman.
Jërëjëf.
Suleiman.
Waaw naka waa kër yëpp.
Alhamdulillah.
Waaw. Waaw maa ngi bëgg a bokk.
Waaw ñu ngi lay déglu.
Waaw. Man gis naa ñëpp ñu leen dugg waaye man awma.
waaw yow dugga nga léegi yaa ngi ci biir.
maa ngi ci biir waaw.
waaw
laa bëgg a def.
waaw yaa ngi ci biir léegi lan nga bëgg a def lan nga bëgg a joxe lan nga bëgg a wax.
di ñaan yàlla rek.
waaw yal nañu yàlla aar ñun ñëpp.
yàlla aar ñu.
And can we have your pledge, please, so that others can come through, please?
Da nga bëgg a ndooli.
yow nekk nga bëgg. comme man ñaar laa bëgg.
jërëjëf.
Hello.
Okay, I think the call is dropped there. But please keep calling, and I'm told that there are lots of people trying to get through. If at first you don't succeed, try again, as the saying goes. So keep trying, and the number is 5050505 or 2228000. Call those numbers and pledge, as we've heard others have pledged. And again, if the call drops, just try again, and hopefully you will get through and make that pledge. Okay, and so keep those pledges coming. And as I think Nyang was just saying that, yes, actually the sort of Abu Bakar Jawara of Gap Global, $500,000. $500,000. Yes, $500,000. Abu Bakar Jawara
of Gach Global.
Of Gach Global, $500,000.
Amazing.
Thank you very much.
Wonderful. That is wonderful. Jawara, I think we have another caller. We're now getting close to that 2 million. Let's get over the 2 million and beyond. Caller, can we have your name, please, and how much you're willing to pledge? Caller, can you hear me? Hello, caller, are you still there?
Hello.
Yes, hello. Welcome to the program.
Jaama rek.
Hello.
ñu ngi laa dégg bu baax jaama rek.
Kapi.
Jërëjëf.
Yeah.
Na def.
And can we have how much you're willing to pledge, please?
Good.
$2,000.
Jërëjëf.
Thank you very much.
Jërëjëf.
3,000. 2,000. $2,000. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, and thank you for calling. Jërëjëf. Okay. Now, I said, let's hit 2 million and beyond. I think we're getting closer and closer to that figure. Let's double it by the time we close. Although time is our enemy, we don't have much time. But that shouldn't stop you. Keep trying to get through. 50505. And again, 2228000. And keep those funds coming in. Now, who did I interrupt this time? I've actually forgotten who I interrupted.
Yeah, like I was saying to our diaspora sisters and brothers,
sure.
I know most of you guys are even trying, and we are creating a platform that will make it easier for you guys to get access. This platform will happen again, hopefully Monday, inshallah.
Inshallah.
The date will be stated on the adverts running around.
We have a caller on the line. Caller, can we have your name, please, and how much you're willing to pledge?
Hello.
Hello, and welcome to the program. Can we have your name, please?
Yeah, my name is Mariam Bay.
Mariam Bay. Hello, Mariam. And how much are you willing to pledge?
Mariam Bay.
Yes.
Yeah, how are you?
Fine, thank you. Fine, thank you. And how much are you pledging?
$1,000.
1,000?
Yeah, $1,000.
1,000. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And thank you for calling in. Is there anything else you'd like to say quickly? Is that a no?
She's off.
All right. Thank you. Thank you for calling. And please keep the and we have to say that this doesn't end tonight, because obviously COVID-19 is not going to disappear tonight. So we hope we will have another program next week. And in fact, we will have another program next week, and we will keep you across various social media platforms. And of course, keep watching QTV, and we will update you as to when the next one is likely to be. But we'd also like to say a big thanks to the likes of iAfrica, GRTS, Fatu Network, Paradise, and all the others who have joined us tonight and who are actually taking part and making sure that this is going out to their viewers as well. We're really, really grateful. And I think that cooperation shows that really this is beyond boundaries and it's beyond competition. We're all Gambians, and this is for the whole of Gambia. And I'm really, really pleased and proud. You can see the figure on the screen there. For some reason, you haven't pledged enough to take it beyond the 2 million. I'm not sure what's keeping you, but please keep pledging and keep going with those pledges. 5050505, 2228000. Keep the pledges coming in. And so if I can come back to you, yes.
Yeah, the target is still 20 million. Sure. And from the look of it, we'll get there. Sure. We're almost there.
And I think ordinary Gambians are showing business the way.
Yeah, that's why really I said we need to change the business against COVID.
Gambians against COVID-19.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
And this is not just Gambian by birth. Sure. Any investor in this country, you are Gambian.
Sure.
Because your investments matter.
Sure.
If we are in trouble, you are in trouble.
And that's why we always say, not just Gambians, but people who love Gambia.
People who love Gambia.
Sure.
So please, let's keep it coming.
Sure.
You know, and hit the 20 million as soon as possible.
Sure. And we have another caller on the line. Caller, can we have your name, please, and how much you're willing to pledge?
Fay nañ la.
jox ma ñi ma jéem a wax ak ñoom.
ñu ngi laa dégg. ñu ngi laa dégg bu baax. Fay nañ la.
Yéen a maa dégg.
bu baax.
Sorry, salaamaaleykum.
Maaleykum salaam.
I'm pledging 500.
500.
Now you pledge $500.
500.
Waaw léegi waaye dama am question bu ma bëgg a laajte.
Waaw.
Waaw dama am question bu ma bëgg a laajte.
ñu ngi laa dégg gaawal.
Yeah.
Question bi mooy.
Listen through the telephone. Turn the TV down because I can hear it.
Question bi mooy this money you ñoo collect nii. Fan laa dem. Fan laa dem.
Sa laajte bi am na solo torop laajte bu baax nga laajte li ñuy def nii pour jàppale nguur gi la ni ñuy jàppale nguur gi
beneen second question bi mooy
waaw ñu ngi lay déglu.
Okay, I think the line has dropped actually.
Waaw li nga laajte am na solo torop xaalis bi suñ ko dajalee fan lay dem nguur gi dañ am seen mébét ak liñ bugg a def waaye comme niñ koy waxee rek loxo jotul ginnaaw bu loxo jotul ginnaaw nag te nguur ñun la fi nekkal ñu nit nguur lañ fi nekkal Gambia su doon amul doomi Gambia réewi Gambia du am réewi Gambia it bu amee te amul ay doom dafay niil kon nag liñ bugg a def mooy li nguur gi bugg a ñu ñëw fekk si leen si waaye niñ leen ciy fekkalee ñoom dañ ñëw ak seen programme bi mooy lii ak lii lañ bugg a def fu mel ni fi ñuy dëkkal ñi feebar ñu liggéey ko mu nekk dëkkuwaay bu baax ñiñ fa dugal duñ bugg a daw te dinañ fa toog di ñu am bagage yu ñu leen a fajee yu baax ba pare ñi fay nekk pour liggéey it dafa am loo xam ne ay ndampaay la foog mu dal ci ñoom loolu yëpp mu nekk loo xam ne lii dina nekk lu koy soxat kon nag foofu la xaalis bi dem te xaalis bi suñ ko jëlee ci loxoy nit ci compte banque laa duga bu duggee ci compte banque ci loxoy nguur lay jaar te si ni muy jaaree ci loxoy nguur ci projet yi nguur gi taxawal pour ñu liggéey ci kon nag mun naal ne demal nga tëdd ak nelaw sa xaalis muy dërëm la muy téeméer la muy junne la muy million dina dem fi ko askan bi soxlee fi ko askan bi buggee ak li gën ci askan bi jërëjëf.
And now if you could say, we've been speaking English for quite a while now, and I just wondered if some of what we've discussed since the last time you gave an update in Maninka and Sarahule, please.
Okay, Marimu, Khanwar City, Amanye Meharsa, waju na tampile $1 million waju na Kenya pour na government ke dema pour na ke jangiro gaja de begen wandi waye wa kunto million hilli honne so khabari ke programme ona barde khali tenen ko da inshallah so kankol ndi anga duna ka karasu anga français ba anga espagnol ba anga no kusdambe angola anga no kusi allah e kol ndini anna try anna ko anga hakeberu ni ankara dangani debege jangiro ki agana semme kita oswan perdi c'est sous ça c'est ngam magale bisketi pour business manu bane kini pour gambe mo wonci way marem comme nga fo nyami man ko ma amasani abake bari albarka so ñing am bam folo bari we are almost there time tije lafita milio tan nim fulale wa mbax la ñaari fang nama ni ko kango $20 million mbe wala target la bari sai mbe milio fulale wala ngawla soto sai bari ñing mbakela inshallah monde altera lingo mbakela pour aller kol ñinke ñing pay pour ibe fanne dema la ni gambe dema ye fanne dema. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for that. And I have to say to all the viewers who are watching this across all the platforms, don't forget, keep listening and keep watching for what's happening next week and when. We can't tell you at the moment when that's going to happen, but keep watching across all the platforms, across all the social media. And we only have 4 minutes. And in those 4 minutes, I want us to actually get at least 10% of the 20 million that we're talking about. So that would be 2 million. So it's 1979. And there's a caller on the line. Who knows? This might take us over that line. Caller, can we have your name, please, and how much you're pledging? Hello?
Good evening, everyone. My name is Ismaila Sambu.
Ismaila Sambu. Welcome, Ismaila, to the program.
Thank you very much. I am sitting as the president of the Gambia Youth Chamber of Commerce.
Okay, Gambia Youth Chamber of Commerce.
On behalf of the Youth Chamber and all the chamber members, we are pledging $10,000.
Whoa, thank you.
On behalf of the chamber.
Thank you. Fantastic. Ismaila Sambu of the Gambia Youth Chamber of Commerce. Thank you very much. 10,000 there pledged. We're getting closer to that figure. And is there something else you'd like to say, please? I think the call is dropped. Ismaila Sambu there from the Gambia Youth Chamber of Commerce pledging on behalf of the chamber $10,000. We're getting closer. We're edging closer. We're about 2.5 maybe minutes or so before the end, and I want us to hit that 2 million target. The amount is going to come up on the screen again pretty soon as to how much we've raised so far. We're not quite there yet. Look, we're close. We're nearly there. 11,000 so, and we'll be there and over. And if I can come to you as time is getting close, just some sort of final words to kind of wrap up before we get to the end of tonight's program.
My hope in the Gambian has been renewed. My confidence in the Gambian once again has been restored. We are a nation that is one family, one people with one destiny. I think in times like this, the best of the Gambian emerge.
Indeed.
And I am proud to say I am one of many who call themselves Gambians and believe in the ideals we live by.
Thank you for that. And I think we have what is likely to be our last caller, because after that I'll go for a closing word from Mr. Jabi. Caller, can we have your name, please, and how much you're willing? Oh, no. Last caller has dropped. Well, someone else try. You might be the last caller.
Yes.
Bajara, could I come to you?
I would say to our donors, thank you very much. And I will thank our health service providers. We thank you. We are praying for you and your family for the sacrifices. And we'll support. We'll listen to you people. And I will say to the Gambian government, we are your partners in this. We are in this with you, through and through. Thank you, and God bless us all.
Thank you for that. And really, it's a case of if we win, everybody wins. And honestly, I think we may have to, as said, change what the program is called. It says business fights. And as Bajara rightly said, I think it's very much a case of Gambians are fighting COVID-19, because I think today what we've seen, I am thrilled, I'm proud, I'm really pleased at the reaction, because it's the first time we've done anything like this. And so to get this amount for a first time effort is beyond my wildest dreams. I have to be honest, if you'd asked me how much we were likely to get, I was kind of in the region of $500,000, because, as I said, because it's a novel idea in the Gambia. In other countries, this is kind of every day and it's common. But for here, it's new, it's different, and we said this was, yes, the idea came from business, but the response has shown us that this has touched Gambians, the ordinary man and woman. It really has touched them, and they have pledged the amounts that we're seeing on the screen there. Almost 2 million, and as I said, shame we didn't get to sort of 10% of that 20 million that we were talking about, but who knows. Keep calling those numbers. Just because I go off air doesn't mean, and keep engaging with us across all social media platforms. COVID-19, we have to deal with it now that it's here. We can't pretend. Before it reached our shores, we acted as if this was somebody else's problem. It was somebody else's business. Well, as I said, GCCI have shown us that it's not just the business of big business, it is everybody's business. Most of all, the reaction that we've had from you, the callers, thank you so much. All I can say is a big thank you. Thank you for engaging with us. Thank you for calling, and keep watching for the program that's going to be the follow-up to this sometime next week. All I can say to my guests, Bajara Jabi, a quick goodbye.
Thank you. Thank you, Gambia.
And to you, Nyang Njai.
God bless Gambia.
God bless the Gambia, and God bless Gambians. Thank you so much for what you've done today. You've made us thrilled. You've made us proud. And please keep also, I have to say, to all the other people who joined us. Okay, so all the other people, I have to say, okay, thank you for joining us, GRTS, iAfrica, Paradise, Fatu Network, and everyone else. And to a big thank you to our sign language interpreter. I think somebody called in to congratulate us, to thank you for that. It wasn't my idea. That came from the GCCI. They wanted this very much to be part of the thing. He's been very much part of what has happened today. And of course, next week he will also be part of it. Thank you and good night.
kaas pawo bi jeex na depuis démba xettali ma rek nijaay nga jëndal ma kaas pawo balaa yére yi di wow dama paase.
fii amoo fi benn xaalis laa amut waaw may ma tuuti rek waaw Mamadou waaw ma ne dimbale ñu rek nga yónnee ñu kaas pawo léegi suñ kaas pawo moo jeex depuis démb ok baax na.
waaye yow nijaay jaaxle naa de yow Mamadou naka lam ñoo jëndalee kaas pawa te fekk mu ngi bitim réew nijaay.
xanaa xamuloo ne ak balu waaye mën a nekk ci bitim réew mun naa yónnee njabootam kaas pawa ñu am benn jafe-jafe. ni ngay def yomb na da ngay log on to www.baluwo.com nga jëndee courant ci compagnie yi nga xam ne ñoo saytu wàllu courant ci dëkk yu mel ni Gambia, Sénégal, Mali, Nigeria ak Sierra Leone.